Hey everybody, it's the Northern Voyager. As I stated in my last video, I was going to be showing you guys everything that I'm bringing with on this year's Bwca trip. We're leaving tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. So just figured I'd try to get this video out before then. But today I'm going to be showing you guys some of the food that I'm bringing, the things that I'm packing, and then what I'm going to be wearing when I'm actually in the Boundary Waters. So I'm going to get started over here. Well, you got my Boundary Waters hat that I always wear. You got the Casio ProCheck PRW 3500 here. It's got the thermometer, barometer, altimeter. So it's got a lot of neat devices on here, and a compass. So this is going to be a very handy device when we're in the canoe. We have the Bear Grylls Scout knife just for opening packages, whittling. My paracord bracelet that is just something that I bring on all my Boundary Waters trips. It's kind of just it's not necessarily essential, just something I wear all the time. It's got a survival whistle on it, and then obviously paracord. Here we have the Falkniven F1, I believe it is a Swedish army knife. It's got a pretty thick blade, so we actually use that to cut down small trees or to help split wood, but that's what the Swedish trail axe on the right of it is. We'll be using that to split wood, or uses as a self-defense mechanism if we were to encounter anybody or anything that may seem hostile. And then we have the pack saw, obviously for sawing wood. And then over here I just got another battery for my Canon HFR 600. That's the video camera I'm using right now, and this is the case I'll be bringing with. Then over here we have the Canon PowerShot S2. It's just a standard camera. Here we kind of have all our cooking stuff together. In this bag we have some baking fat. It's pretty much the same as using margarine or butter. So we have some of that. We have a bunch of spices, sugar, cooking oil, and then syrup for pancakes. In this fry bake pan that we use to fry fish and make pancakes and breads, we have some clamps to grab the pan off the fire, and we have a bunch of plastic spoons, forks, and knives for the 4 of us. In this bag we have a cutting board, spatula, and the coffee press that comes with the jet boil. That thing boils water in 1:30 seconds, so we just use it to boil water and then add to our freeze-dried meals and to make coffee. Here we just have a set of lightweight pots. Here we have camping bowls and plates. This is another cooking device we have. That's the Primus stove. It's a very small and efficient stove, so it's perfect for the Boundary Waters. It weighs practically nothing. And then here we just have a bunch of fuel canisters. They're interchangeable. Just because it says Primus doesn't mean we can't use it for the jet boil. All 4 are for both of those heating devices. Here we have 3 of our Nalgene bottles and a coffee mug. I still need to get the other coffee mug. Don't know where it's at right now. Gonna have to find that. But these were supplied by Paragus Northwoods Company, our outfitter up in the Boundary Waters for the last 2 years. Great outfitter, highly recommend them for any people who want to outfit up in Ely. Here we have our 2 water systems, the Katadyn hand pump, and then the Platypus gravity filter. For the Katadyn, you just hand pump it straight from the water into your water bottle or jug, and then we have the Platypus water filter that has 2 2-liter bags. One 2-liter bag hangs up above, and then the other one hangs below. Then the bad or the non-filtered water hangs above, and it just goes through this filter, and then it trickles down into a clean 2-liter bag. Next is the first aid kit, medicine bag / toothpaste, deodorant. Here we have our little sink that we bring with, just a standard rubber sink. It's collapsible, so it fits perfectly into any bag. Here's the on-the-go items. We have DEET, which is insect repellent lotion, sunscreen, another compass, and 2 bug nets. And we're going to be using this for a lot of this stuff is going to be great for portaging, because those bugs, oh my gosh, they're awful on portages, especially after it rains. Toilet gear, we have a shovel and then wet wipes. Wet wipes are a lot better than toilet paper, just because they don't break easily, and they also, I don't know, you just leave feeling fresh. So highly recommend wet wipes over toilet paper. In this bag we have soap, sponge, both biodegradable soaps. We have Wilderness Wash and Camp Suds, fire starters, waterproof matches, regular matches, a Bic lighter, and then a Zippo lighter. Over here we have our Black Diamond lights. We have 2 Black Diamond headlamps and then 1 Black Diamond lantern. We have our 2 REI pillows. Our tarp from Cook Custom Sewings is in that green bag right there, and then this is like the stakes for the tarp, and then all the strings to tie up the trees, and then we have the tarp pole that goes in the middle and acts as like a pinnacle for the tarp, so the rain drips away from the tarp and away from your stuff. Now onto the food. We have Cliff Bars, beef jerky, and trail mix as snacks and for lunches. Drink mixes, not only do they provide us with electrolytes, but they also make the water obviously taste better, because some of the lakes there have a pretty strong iron taste. So it's nice to have some drink mixes like Propel and Gatorade, and I think we have some Starbucks refreshers. Those bags that you see underneath there, those are to waterproof the whatever goes in our portage packs over there, so everything stays dry if it rains or if we do tip, you know. We have all of our maps in there. Obviously we're not going to bring the folder, but all the maps are waterproof, so that's good. For food, we have 2 breakfasts, oatmeals for the 4 of us in each of those 2 bags. My uncle and my cousin, they're bringing pancake mix and a bunch of other food items, so this isn't all the food we're going to be bringing with on the trip, but we have most of our meals here. Red beans and rice, that will be a meal. Ramen noodles, we have multiple packages stuffed under these ones, under there. 2 shore lunch soups, we have chicken noodle and wild rice, so that should be pretty good. Rice and chicken, that will be a meal. We got lots of Pete's coffee, medium roast. Love Pete's coffee. We've had that in our last 2 trips. Spam. We don't really eat raw spam. I don't think a lot of people do, but what we like to do, we like to fry it, so it's like Canadian bacon, and then we add that to our mac and cheese or ramen noodles as a source of protein. So that's always good. But we still need to do a little more shopping for food. And then here we have 3 bread mixes from Krusty's: cranberry orange muffins, wild blueberry muffins, and honey cornbread. So hopefully that all works out well. So that's all the food and tools and camera gear and whatnot that we're going to be bringing with. Now my uncle and my cousin have their own stuff, so I'm unable to film that just because I don't have their stuff in front of me right now. And then we also need to rent more portage packs, a food pack, sleeping pad, sleeping bags, pillows. Actually, no, we have pillows, and canoes from our outfitter once we get up to Ely, Minnesota. So we still have some things we have to pick up. And those are kind of the bulkier items that will fit in our portage packs. But this is our portage pack. We bought this last year from Cook Custom Sewings. And then we have 2 hiking backpacks from LL Bean. One of them we're going to put the Sea to Summit the wet proof, I don't know why I said dry proof, the wet proof bag. Probably in one of those 2 bags, and we'll put our cell phones, wallets, and whatnot, and all the important items in the waterproof bag. So, that's everything that we have currently. Like I said, still got to pick some things up. I'm going to show you guys what we're bringing with on the trip. And just remember, share this video if you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if anything was helpful. Comment below if you're excited to watch the documentary of this trip. And don't forget to stay frosty. Alright you guys, so when you're in the boundary waters, there's kind of a specific rule that you have to follow on clothing. Never, ever, ever bring more than 2 to 3 pairs of a clothing item. So my dad and I, we always pack 2 quick drying nylon long sleeve t-shirts, and then we pack 2 pairs of quick drying pants. Doesn't really matter what brand you get, but we prefer the ones that zip off halfway in case it gets really hot, so we just turn them right into shorts. And then quick drying is key because, you know, when you're portaging, you're going to get wet. When you're stepping in and out of the canoe, you're going to get wet too. So we just have we each have 2 pairs of quick drying pants. Doesn't matter what brand. And then for shoes, in front of me I have 2 pairs of Keens. Mine are the Newport H2s. I'm not sure what my dad's are. They're probably an earlier pair. I think those are still the Newports though, just not the H2s. But Keens are terrific for the boundary waters. 1, because they prevent you from stubbing your toe, and 2, because they're waterproof. And they allow lots of breathability, and they allow your feet to dry because they're not a closed shoe. So Keens are a perfect hiking shoe and perfect for the boundary waters. And we wear them pretty much 70% of the time, and then the other 30% of the time when we're at base camp, we wear old gym shoes. Now, everything that you see in front of you is all sprayed with permethrin. Permethrin is a military-grade insect shield. It pretty much kills anything that lands on it. So what you do is you buy a bottle of it, spray all of your clothes with it all around, throw it into a garbage bag, let it sit in the garbage bag for a day, and then let it air dry for as long as it needs to air dry. So that's what we did with all these clothes. It prevents against ticks getting on you, crawling up your leg, mosquitoes biting you. It's just a perfect insect shield. So shirts, we each bring 2 quick drying nylon shirts, long sleeve, and then we each bring about 1 cotton shirt, whether that be short sleeve or long sleeve, just because we kind of like to, every once in a while it's nice to change out that nylon shirt and put on some cotton. It's a lot more comfortable and it'll keep you warmer if it does get colder at night, which it always does. Socks, we bring 3 pairs each of REI hiking socks. We don't wear socks when we're in the canoe, which is pretty much 70% of our day, and then we just wear the socks sprayed with permethrin around base camp. So we bring 3 pairs each, and then we just wash them, dry them, wash them, dry them, etc. Another key thing that we bring is our bandanas. My dad has 2 bandanas. I just bought him the buff. The buff bandanas are really nice. Here, this is a standard bandana, but the buff bandanas are really nice because they have a built-in insect shield, and they also have UV protection built in. I'm not sure how, but some crazy technology allowed them to incorporate that. And then also, you don't got to really tie them on. You could just wear them as, they're pretty much sleeves. So one end's open, another end's open, then all of this is closed. So you can tie this around your head, or you can slip it on like a sleeve around your neck so you don't get bit or you don't get sunburn. So I think buffs are really nice. That's B-U-F-F-S, buffs. But great for camping, especially boundary waters. And then we have 2 Tilley hats. We each bring a Tilley hat to keep the sun off of us. And then I also bring a baseball cap, just because I like baseball caps. So, that is pretty much what we are wearing in the boundary waters. The only thing I don't have in front of me right now are the gym shoes that we're each bringing. Now, everything has to be sprayed with permethrin. It's key. Otherwise, you're going to get eaten alive by insects. Do your research on permethrin, because it's good stuff. And remember, comment below if you have any questions. Remember to stay tuned for more videos. I'm going to be leaving on my trip tomorrow at 5 a.m. So wish me luck. Hopefully all goes well, and I'll record as much as possible for you guys, and I'll be posting a series of videos of my trip in the Boundary Waters. Peace.